What's up, y'all? It's your boy Wayne Talk. Now, I seen this this pastor from, I don't know where he's from. I don't even know his name, but I seen it trending on TikTok, and he was talking in front of his congregation, and he was telling them. He said it's 1,000 people in here. It's 1,000 people online, and he wanted 40K before everyone left the church. He even instructed people to shut the doors. Like he said, shut the doors, because no one is leaving until everybody gives $20 or something like that. He wanted 40K. And my thing is, it used to be a time when salvation was free. It was free of charge. Now, I grew up in the churches when I was younger. I don't go to church since I've been an adult. But as I was younger, I had to go to church. I had no choice. But they used to always say, put what you can in there. Put what you can. Yeah, they used to pass the collection plate around about three or four times while you're there. But they always say, put what you can in there. This guy said he wanted 40K before his congregation left the church. Man, that's some wild stuff, man. And then shutting the doors is another thing. Look, if I was in that church, sitting in that church, and he said he gonna shut them doors and no one can leave until he get 40K, God would have had to come down to get me up off of him. I'm serious. He would have had to come down and get me off of that man, or get me off of whoever is trying to keep me up in there. What? This man has the gall to say no one is gonna leave. It's like, hold on. So you're gonna keep everybody hostage until you get 40,000? Anybody that was sitting in that church at that time, I don't even know. Me, I would have never came back. Ever. I don't see how anybody can sit in there after he made that statement and made that proclamation, and y'all gonna still sit in that church after that. A lot of churches already is a crooked business anyway. Like when I was younger coming up, our pastors, they had jobs and things of that nature. Now it seems like they making this a job for them. Like it's a job for them. Yeah, and our pastors drove around in really good cars, and I had pastors that had really nice houses. The pastor never wore the same suit twice, dressed to the nine. Yeah. But now these guys are making this a big business. They're not going to give you the word of God unless you're going to give them a lot of money. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. I don't see how people don't even see this stuff as being hypocritical. Like, you want us to get, and they always ask a lot of money from the poor people, man. Or people don't have a lot of money. Middle class people. Give me this such and such amount of money. Give me 10% of your earnings and all this. No, I'm going to give you what I want to give you. If it's a quarter, I'm going to give you a quarter. If it's a penny, I'm going to give you a penny. If it's a nickel, I'm going to give you a nickel. If it's $1, I'm going to give you $1. You're not going to tell me how much to give you or what to give you. I know some people saying, well, he has a mega church. That's on him that he got a mega church. Build a church to the capacity that you can afford as a pastor. Don't build a mega church. What you need a mega church for? Build a mega church if you can afford to have a mega church. Don't depend on your congregation to fund your mega church. Those guys and girls supposed to come there for salvation, not to make your pockets swole. I mean, man, this is wild. Now, I thought some of the pastors I ran into in my life growing up, going to churches, but we used to go to different churches, different churches, travel to different churches, go to different churches. And I thought those guys were something else. These guys right here are on steroids compared to the pastors I used to come in contact back then. and I knew a lot of them was full of it. Did I go to a church here and there that there was that I thought was on the up and up? Yeah, but a lot of those churches, man, it's all about money. It's because we all know the churches that they don't pay taxes, and they're supposed to be separation of church and state. The church not supposed to tell you who to vote for and all that. Churches back then was telling our parents who to vote for and all this stuff. You're not supposed to tell your congregation who to vote for. It's supposed to be separate between church and state. That's why y'all don't pay taxes. But yeah, man, come on, man. Like, this dude is wild. He said it's 1,000 people here, it's 1,000 people online, and no one is going to leave until I get 40K. And then he said the people on stage with him had to give $100 or more. Because he said, yeah, I know people up here gave money, but they got to give $100 more because it costs to be up here. What? Dude, who are you? Who are you to say it costs to be up here? They don't need you to get the word of God. They don't need you to get the word of the Bible. They can read the Bible on their own. You can read the Bible for you. That's why I said, man, I'm not finna sit out here and try to figure out what church is this, what church is best, what church is not doing this, what church trying to filter out. I just don't go to church. I'm not religious anyway. I'm not religious. I'm not finna religiously go to church. I can read the Bible on my own. And then a lot of them guys, a lot of them pastors be up there trying to interpret the Bible how they want to interpret it instead of just reading the word. You're supposed to just read it. You're supposed to read the word, because everybody gonna take in how they take it in anyway. You're not supposed to sit up there and try to tell them how to take it in or form your own opinion of what this is or what that is or what God is trying to say or what he's trying to say here. No, you're supposed to read it, and they're gonna consume it how they consume it, because everyone, you can read the same book to everyone. Everyone gonna interpret that book differently. They're gonna take it in on how they deem that they can learn and consume it. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this, man. It's trending all over the place. I seen it on TikTok, but I really didn't hear exactly what he was saying. I was kind of scrolling through TikTok, and I was seeing it on there a lot, like, and then I'm looking at Nightcap with Chad and Shannon Sharp, and they did a segment on it, and that's when I really heard the whole thing of what he said. And I'm listening to it like, really? This is really what this guy is telling his congregation, to stay in the church. You're not gonna leave until everybody gives $20, and then he's putting a price tag on it. Now, I've been in many churches when I was younger. I never heard the pastor give a price tag on how much you had to give. Now, they passed that plate around 3 or 4 times. And maybe they thought if they passed the plate around enough, they'd get what they want out of you. But they never said give a certain amount of money. They always said give what you can. And yeah, my mama used to give us like a $1 or $2 to put in there. Man, it used to be this lady at the church that they used to sell cookies. Man, I used to spend like 75 cents on cookies and put a quarter in the collection plate. I ain't gonna even lie. Hey, but I was young, man. I wanted some cookies. But let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out.